Here we are in the KM kitchen where we're harvesting and making a meal of our learning. Significant insight for you. What's really cooking after day one of KM4DevSeattle?
Well, for me, it's the realization that there are many community of practice tools out there that can be used. Coming from a development background, one of the issues that we struggle most with is budget, and having a tool that is available like Facebook for Work that works for many people and is actually free for development workers is the greatest insight for me.
Hi, I'm Adrienne Tadella, and I'm the Knowledge Management for Core Group with the TOPS program, and I'm here currently attending KM4DevSeattle 2017, and one of the most impactful things that I've experienced so far, I've learned, is that just getting to know other people who are managing COPs and learning the successes that they have and the issues and challenges that they're facing as well, and that my COP isn't alone in this game.
Hey, it's a community, huh?
Yeah. From today is to remember and honor the value of the one-on-one relationships in addition to the communities that we're building. And while we have a large group of individuals that we're working with, we have to foster relationships among them as a large group, but also to find ways to create and make those one-on-one relationships thrive.
The thing I learned today, one of the most significant takeaways, is that you're probably going to have to demonstrate value for your community practice to somebody, to a fundraiser, to your leadership, and there's a lot of ways you can do that, but one of the most strategic ways to do that is through surveying, but then you need to worry about survey fatigue. So aside from doing one big annual survey, you might want to consider doing short targeted surveys that are just a question or two that don't take more than a minute of someone's time to really get at some key performance indicators that can help you justify your case. And there's lots more you can do, but that's one lesson.
What I learned most today enjoyed was the shift and share exercise. What I enjoyed just learning all about the different techniques to kind of mobilize communities to help a workshop really move in a productive way where people are engaged and feel like they're participating in an active way, and then all the information. So in the shift and share, I learned a really cool presentation about failure, and it's okay to fail, and I'm excited to try that out on my own organization.
I enjoyed today the opening session on the networking session where we could meet with each other, and then one of the ideas that came up in that was the value of trust in building community, and I thought that was a really interesting way to build that trust to be then much more open in the shift and share session when we got to talk more in depth, and we had already met people in our group, and I think that really helped facilitate that session go really smoothly. And the other thing that I also learned was in the cycle of a COP, including creative destruction as part of the cycle, which is a really fascinating concept, and to see where people felt that their COPs were, and that was really interesting. Thanks.
We were discussing best practice and capturing best practice, and we were throwing around some ideas, and all of a sudden we thought about, well, how could we use SurveyMonkey to do it, and all sorts of lights started going off, and we were realizing that this was a great idea. It's very accessible, it's on an app, you can collate the feedback, so we're going to explore that a little bit more, and we were all very excited about it.
I had a really extraordinarily exciting open space session with a group of other people who are interested in finding the best practices for describing best practices and capturing knowledge. And that, to me, is a holy grail, figuring out how to capture the knowledge that goes by on the fly during learning workshops. And the conversation we had led me to a couple of online resources that I didn't know about, and we all started getting excited about designing an app that could allow us to capture things that were being discovered on the fly, that would then allow us to upload and keyword and tag and hashtag them so that they could be easily found later on. The excitement was so palpable in that group, and I think that if we were to get that group together again by phone, we'd take the process forward, maybe using design thinking, who knows, we're kind of all excited by it. So really beautiful afternoon.
All right, KM4Dev, most significant insight from this day one is I have to get back to basics. We may be a little bit cocky as COP managers. We think we can figure it out for a community, but actually, let's get back to basics. If we have a question about community structure, ask your community. Don't be in your own head, ask people.
So the first one is it's been really encouraging to realize that we're all facing the same challenges and I'm not alone. One of the main things that we struggle with is proving the value of our work. So it's nice to know that other people are facing the same challenge and trying to figure it out. And the second thing is, let's just keep things simple. All this talk about knowledge sharing complicates things. If you want to know something, just ask a question. People have the experience and the knowledge in their heads and they're willing to share it, so just ask.